Dang, forgot to do the damn intro again. Good evening, Geek Nation. I'm George, and this is That Geek Show, the show where we talk about the latest and greatest from the worlds of collecting, movies, video game, TV, and tech. And with me, as always, to break this amazing show down, we got my brother, the statue fanatic, Calvin. My brother from another mother. What's up,
What's
bro?
going on, man? How you doing?
I'm good, man. How you doing?
Doing good.
I'm just, having my usual technical difficulties. One of these days, I'm going to get it down real good, bro. Been having a busy week. How's everything going now that Black Friday's passed? Are you guys still keeping busy?
It's getting crazy, man. Every day. Yeah.
I can imagine, man. I can imagine. All right. And then coming to us, gracing us with his presence, even though he had a loss recently this past week, we have the Pop Knight, Seth.
I got to keep bringing that shit up.
Just saying, man. Just saying.
I don't need to relive the past. I'm all about the future and moving forward.
He's just hoping if he keeps beating it into you, you're not gonna take another loss again, bro.
Don't worry, I won't keep getting into him, right? All right. Well, at least, bro, you can't start the show without a Pop Gods. Come on, man.
No, Pop Gods.
All right, cool. All right, at least we got that. All right, and then we got my real brother in the house for the show. We got my brother John. What's up, man?
What's up, guys? Hey, glad to be here. It's It's Monday, yeah. Shoot, weekend's killing me.
We do it on Mondays, man.
Right.
This is
I need
the
to
most
make sure.
entertaining show on Monday nights, bro.
Yeah, man, it's Monday, bro. I just gotta make sure my fantasy team finishes out for me, bro, so I can catch this W. And as long as that happens, man, I'll be happy.
All right, and then finally, we have special guest tonight with us from Figurama Collectors. We have Shanab. How are you, Shanab?
Hello, George. Hello, guys.
What's up, man? How you doing?
It's nice to be here with you, and it's a pleasure. So thank you so much for having me here with you.
Oh, man, we're happy to have you, man.
I had a chance to briefly chat with all of you now, and I have to say, Calvin and Seth, they are fun, so hopefully we can have a nice chat.
Yeah, you might not be saying that after that hour's up.
Let's see. I have this feeling, so let's see. Yeah.
Positive thoughts.
You guys.
All right.
And as always,
go ahead, John. As always.
And as always, bro, thank everyone for being here. Who we got in the house today, guys?
Oh, that's right.
I think I see the Aussie Pop Hunter, Denny Ferreira. We got Funko Biggie Daddy.
We got John Medina.
Yep.
We got Hockey Hunter.
We got Borracho.
We got Junior Statue Collector. We got Spiritual W Gaming, screaming, "We are live!"
We are live.
got Chad from 90 Miles from Comics. What's up, Chad? We got Candyman R.I.P. We got Jesse Hernandez, and we got John again.
And we got Patrick Siciliano. We missed that guy.
All right.
And we got Funko Biggie Daddy.
All right. So
I'm talking about.
Before we get the show kicked off here, just want to let you guys know a couple things. First off, the end of the week this Friday is the end of the 5K giveaway. So if you guys haven't had your opportunity to enter in that contest, it's your last chance to be able to win the Batman Premium Format figure by Sideshow, the Psylocke statue by man, the name eludes me. Calvin, help me out, bro.
Psylocke?
Yeah, Psylocke from Diamond Select. That's what I'm talking about. And then from Funko, we have the exclusive pop figure of Indiana Jones. So
and Steph's Captain America pajama pants.
Yes.
Hey man, my fucking legs are cold.
I just feel like
your legs are cold. What's up, Seth?
Yeah, he's just building up to why he should win that statue next week, bro.
That's gonna be.
I will neither deny or confirm those allegations.
That's a good competition. All right, and then another thing I want to say before we keep going is that we're trying a new setup out right now. So we're doing a Skype chat versus a Google Hangout. So I want to get feedback from you guys. Also, let me know how the show is playing back. If you're seeing any kind of hiccups, please let us know, and we'll try to address it as it comes about. So, all right, John, what were you gonna say, bro?
So Shanab was aware of that inside joke. Our other friend Eric, who's usually on the show, is another big Captain America fan, just like Seth. And so George and I are giving away that, or we're challenging them to who's the bigger Captain America fan, and the winner of the challenge is going to have their opportunity to get the Captain America statue behind George's right side.
Wow, amazing.
So these guys are going to go at it either next weekend or the following weekend.
Okay.
So we're excited for that video. That should be fun.
Good luck, guys. Good luck.
Yeah, it should be a fun victory over a very weak opponent.
Okay.
You talked
Hey,
last week about.
I hope he's watching.
I love your confidence, man.
I crush the weak.
You said that about Sergeant Funko.
Oh,
Hey. Let's not, like I said, let's not rehash the past. Let's move forward.
You had all us in that chat, cheering for you. Come on, Seth. Come on. Seth.
This guy the other night cheering for me. Yeah, I got to give it to Sergeant Funko on that one. Calvin did. He broke my heart.
Oh. No, really, all that he was saying, buddy, is that you didn't come with your usual self.
Exactly.
All right, and we'll get on you more about that at the end of the show, bro, because you still deserve a little bit more of a pep talk.
This isn't a pop show. This is a show about statues and all things geek.
No, not all things geek. Which
pops aren't geek.
That's what I'm saying.
Not at the moment, at least.
not when we're roasting Seth. They're not.
Well, we'll roast Seth some more at the end of the show. So if you want to roast Seth, hang out to the end of the show. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
And for the man of the hour, obviously, let's get into that.
Shanab, thank you for joining us again. So let's kick this off. Why don't you tell us a little bit about Figurama Collectors, how you guys got started?
Real quick, where are you at? Are you in Where are you at right now?
Now I am at Hong Kong.
Hong Kong. Okay.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
What time is it over there?
Actually, I will just be quick about it because we have spoke about that before, but maybe the two gentlemen, they are not aware of that. So Figurama, it's based, like all of our work is based on figures and diorama. So that's why the name comes as a Figurama. We challenge ourselves to create every statue with a dynamic pose that it will depict a fight or a moment that freezes in time, that moment which we want to be an eternal. That's our core, and that's who we are, and that's what we'll be doing. A complete dynamic statue that epitomize all of the values that the collectors they look for. And actually, all of us, we are collectors here in Figurama, and we find the void in the market about having such a dynamic statue. So what we are doing and what we are challenged to do is to break the museum pose mold and to move into more of a dynamic style. It's not that I'm saying something wrong with a classic museum pose, but let's say that's our edge and that's who we are. So yeah, we are specialized in the anime. However, we had our first piece is Ragnarok Thor by Walter Simonson. He's a great creator and author. So yeah, it was our first piece. We love it so much because it was the entry for Figurama into the market, I would say. Then we moved on to Devilman. It was one of our most challenging piece. The team who worked on it, I would call it a dream team. It was the 3D artist was Caleb Nibzin. The 2D concept artist is Gerald Singh, and the painter is the Japanese Hill painter. He's very famous for his let's say monsters paint, I would say. And as you could see, and all the Figuramans or the collectors who have collected this piece, it's very challenging. In terms of the tiny sensitive pieces, you see, to be shipped from the factory to your door, without a breakage or with a very minimal issues. See, like that was our challenge, and I would consider that's our first piece that got shipped into such challenges. And thankfully, we achieved the goal, and we everybody was impressed with it. And now it's nominated for the two statues of the year awards. One of the I think by Rat Titans, the other one like by Behemoth Awards. So it's like good to see the appreciation from the collectors, because believe me, like I say, that's our reward. You see, like when we see the collectors, they are so happy and satisfied with a piece that they are proudly showcasing it on their shelves. That's our like main goal, and seeing that it's such a reward that I cannot describe to you like how we feel as Figurama. You see, like when it's you know, like when we hear all of the compliments, and let me tell you, it was a bumpy road. It's not it wasn't easy. There was like lots of challenges into the creation of our pieces, especially now. I'm like talking about, you know, I'm talking about Devilman, because you see, like you see, like once we solve a challenge, we move to the other challenge, which is like, let's say, the distribution. It was a huge piece, you see, and very heavy. The dimensional weight was around 50 kg. So to have it delivered in the lowest price possible, that was a big challenge. So the only way that we saw it, it's like gonna arrive to the collectors in a lowest prices possible, is to have a warehouse in the, like, let's say, in the like major continents. So we have now an officially Figurama Collectors warehouse in the US and in Europe, plus our China warehouse, which like take care of the Asian region. So that was a big challenge that we like refused to do it otherwise, because one of our main promises were the like lowest price possible for the shipping, and it's gonna improve by the time as well. You see, like that was just the beginning.
You said something that, if you don't mind me interjecting for just a moment, did you say that you have a warehouse in the U.S. now?
Yes, we have a warehouse in the US, absolutely. Yeah.
And the licenses that you get, I'm assuming because of that, these are worldwide licenses now, right?
Absolutely, and that's a very good question, Calvin. Look. We do our best to like take a worldwide license. Collectors are all around the world, so it's a pity like to have someone buying, you know, a statue and the other cannot because of the territory. So we like always do our best to aim for worldwide, and that's what we do. So yeah, it is a worldwide license for most of the pieces that we have.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I think it's cool. I think it's cool too, Calvin, that with the two locations as well, that allows. I also think that allows them to keep up with the arrival dates. You know, like, you know, like that one. Doesn't it suck when we can't get our pieces on time? That's one of the biggest complaints I always hear you guys saying.
Hey, even the time, that is true, John, about the time. But I think even more importantly, I guess for me, would be the shipping cost for getting pieces from overseas and having a continental U.S. warehouse where things are being shipped from. I mean, you're talking hundreds of dollars in savings here. Yes. In terms of a piece. You have a piece on Figurama's website for $800+, which isn't bad. This piece right here is about that much, but to get it to a collector, you're looking doubling that price almost to be able to get it actually to the States for you. So that's an awesome fit.
Well, that's some statue right there that you get for that amount of money. I mean, that thing just looks awesome. Oh, I mean, I've seen it in person too. So I you know, it is a pretty awesome looking piece. So you guys did a really good job on that. It's
amazing. I do have a question about this piece.
So
I have a question. How did you decide that? I know it's not obscured in different parts of the world because a lot of people know who this character is, I'm assuming. But how did you pick this to be your, I mean, pretty much entry into this diorama thing other than Ragnarok?
Yeah. Great. Actually, that's a very good question. Look, we like I say at Figurama, all of us are otakus, let's say. We like love animes, and we like decided to go a bit off stream. Let's say, you know, all the like market is going into a direction that they're going for the famous and known license and titles. But how about the license that they are left out? It has a big fan base, but why it's left out? You see, maybe because it's like not as famous. It's not gonna bring the instant success or an instant cash, I would say. But we like wanted to like take that challenge and dig behind these hidden jewels, let's say, the obscure license that we grow up with. You see, like everyone who like bought Devilman, you see, like they either grow up with Devilman or they love the art of it without even like knowing like what's even Devilman as an anime. So even for Ragnarok Thor, look, if you go to the Louvre, there is two types of people. There is the type that goes to the Mona Lisa because she is the most famous, and there's the type that goes for the unknown paintings, which they are equally impressive and you know, like beautiful, let's say. So we decided like not to go to like what's the hype is going for, and that was our beginning, you see, because we like wanted to prove even Figurama Collectors does take a license which is like not known and not famous. We will exceed with that, and it will be an amazing pieces. Then we go to the license. So like we like make the license look great, and not the license which is gonna help us to sell. That's our motto, honestly.
Cool. Absolutely. George, did you have anything? Because I got a ton of questions. I just want to pick up all the time.
Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
And I was just looking at the chat because I don't want to jump all over the place.
Take it easy on me, man. Take it easy.
You make a really good point in that this market is becoming extremely saturated with lots of choices, and so there's got to be a way to distinguish yourself. And I love the fact that you guys have chosen that as the way that you're going to do it and depict these incredible, powerful, you know, poses. But what I do want to know is there anything that you can talk about that we can get excited about that's coming out?
Absolutely. And that was the promise I like give to the Medinas, actually.
I call them the Medinas too. That's great.
Hey, man, it's a Medina thing, bro.
Oh.
Oh, those crazy Medina brothers, they're at it again.
Oh.
I like that. I like that. No, yeah, actually, there is a license that we announced with the Medinas back into Wonder Festival 2018 winter, which is Hunter x Hunter. And I believe like this statue is highly anticipated. It's going to be the first polystone Hunter x Hunter statue ever made. And we got this license after a long struggle. And so we gave it to like one of the most talented Japanese artists. His name is Keita Okada. He is the artist who like made the kagone or the tentacles that comes out of Yamuri and Kaneki in like our first Tokyo Ghoul statue. And he also got completely our second Tokyo Ghoul statue, which is Toka versus Tsukiyama. He's doing the whole statue, and he's the one who like worked on Hunter x Hunter. And I'm like pointing there because there's something that I would like to show you in a minute.
Absolutely.
You know, like he's so much about details, and he has his own characters and style into, you know, like creating like, let's say, any 3D statue or a sculpt. So, and that's what we do. We will like give the artist to you know, like to have some liberty into putting their own touch to the, and we convince the licensors that that's the best way to go. So I would like to show you a little piece of Hunter x Hunter that it just arrived today from the factory. This is the prototype of one of the characters' head. His name is Miriam, and I am looking at it now, and I am blown away with. You see, like I'm like just teasing you now. So yeah, so you like bear with me, you know. Yeah. So this is
tease, man. Come on.
This is a Miriam head. Is it clear?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, just hold it right
It's
there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a cool head.
Detail in that.
Cool.
The helmet, bro.
Like, sorry, you like cannot see the micro details because it's a webcam. But believe me, as a close-up and the size of the head, it's like I have a big hand, so it's like just a great. And I think Keita, he like nailed the face features, like it's almost identical to like what we see in Hunter x Hunter.
Man, it looks amazing.
It looks great, man. It looks great.
So
the way you talk about these, the way you talk about this, I have to believe you're a collector as well, correct?
Oh, I am. Actually, I began collecting, the Thundercats, He-Man action figures when I was a little kid. And then I upgraded and leveled up as I grow up. So yeah, I have almost around 800 pieces in my collection. Yeah.
God damn!
That's awesome.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
yeah. It's like awesome for you, like, but not awesome for the wife. So, but
I heard that. I got yelled at this morning because I buy too many pop figures. So George heard that story this morning. There were the word divorce was thrown around quite a bit.
Wow.
This guy.
And Seth, actually, I like told you that offline, and I'm really impressed and respect your dedication to pop. Like that's alone, it shows how much of a dedication you have to collect. So, respect.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah. So I like need to show you like one more thing, guys, about Hunter x Hunter.
Okay.
This is gonna be this is gonna be the first time also that we are gonna show the actual scale and the silhouette of Hunter x Hunter. So we like did the cutout on a foam board just to like tease you even more for Wonder Festival, because we are gonna reveal the whole thing in like Wonder Festival.
Yeah, just the tip, just for a second.
This guy.
The size of that, bro.
So actually, can you see the whole thing?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is gonna be the actual mass and the like one-to-one cutout of Hunter x Hunter Miriam versus Netero statue.
So this is gonna be like the scale of what the statue, the size basically is what we're looking at here.
Absolutely, yeah. So and now the collectors and figuramans can imagine like what's going on there. It's a huge piece. If you compare it to Devilman, you can see like. It's the same height, but as a mass, it's even wider than Devilman. It's a massive.
Is it a quarter scale, Shanab?
No, it is a 1/6. But
1/6 scale. Wow.
We like paid so much attention to the diorama. The diorama here, it's so detailed and have lots of things. So I would consider the diorama as two characters, because you will see.
No, yeah, dude. I mean, I remember Helsing. Helsing was huge too, man, and so is Devilman.
Yes.
Shoot, and speaking about your, when Shanab talks about that they, bring their own touch to things. I think specifically with Helsing, you did that as well. Like you guys had a specific head that they approved, but then you guys came back with another one that they were able to make for you, right? And I think you did the same thing with the latest statue you made, where we Tokyo Ghoul.
Yeah.
I think that's awesome. I love how, like, every time I hear about a new head sculpt you guys come with, because of what the fans are saying, I think that's a real cool thing that your company does.
Yeah, like I say, thank you for the compliment. Actually, look, sometimes we think that, like let's say, there is a room of improvement. So we take our chances and we do improve on like whatever, like let's say the collectors think. But look, it's like not always the case, because sometimes it's like more of a subjective matter. So yeah, It depends, but most of the time, I think our collectors now, they are like, let's say, they know Figurama very well, and they know what works and how to direct the team into the things that they love to see. So in Tokyo Ghoul case, we got lots of feedback and requests to have the sinister face or the sinister head, which is the crazy Kaneki. And this is the first time that I get to say, and I mean to say it in public, that we had a big challenge with the licensors regarding that, because they don't want to see the Kaneki, so not to be in that phase for a long time. Like to say, it was a matter of seconds in the anime. They want the people to remember it as the the cute face that everybody knows. But we went back to them and we convinced them and we showed them how much potential it's gonna have. And after it get approved, it was a big success for the team, you see, and we refused to raise the price or to make it as an extra. So we just included with first edition, so everybody walks away happy with that.
Yeah, that was awesome.
That's cool.
So Shanab, the minute you said in your collection that you had 800 pieces, the chat just blew up. Everybody's like, we want pics. We want to see what you got.
Yeah, we're going to need a room tour.
Yeah, we need a room tour.
Look, I think we can do it next time, because I don't have it in this location, where I'm now, but for sure, we will do maybe an episode about that, for sure. Yeah.
I'll be down.
So I got a question for you. Do you strictly just stick to anime, or is there other licenses that you're trying to get your hands on?
Yeah. To be frank, for now it's just anime.
Okay.
It's just anime. We are focusing to an anime. But who let's say, who knows what's gonna happen in the future? You see, I was talking to the guys as well. One of the, let's say the comic license that we love as Figurama is the Watchmen.
Nice, that would be cool.
But
Manhattan statue would be sick.
There's not many
in any way. So, but it's we really love the characters. They are so unique and rich in details.
Yeah. So is there any other animes that you're trying to get the licensing for right now, or are you just strictly solely working with Tokyo Ghoul and Devil vs. Amen and all those other ones?
Did the competition ask you to ask me this question?
No, I'm asking you this question personally.
I'm joking. Look, no. Yeah, actually, we are about to take a very big license, I would say, an anime license.
Okay,
it's something that we will announce. We will announce it in Wonder Festival 2019 in winter. This license, it was, let's say, a big challenge to acquire, and I think that the fans gonna be so happy and they're blown away with the announcement. And actually, for the next year, as we are working on Toka versus Tsukiyama, it's from Tokyo Ghoul. You see, after the big success of the first Tokyo Ghoul statue, we jumped on Toka versus Tsukiyama. It's done completely by Keto Okada. He's doing a great job over there, and it's something that's gonna be ready next year. So just wait for it till you see it, because that's gonna be another masterpiece. But to answer you, there is a couple of more licenses that we are after, and hopefully we will have some announcement in Wonder Festival 2019 winter.
Cool, man! I can't wait to hear those announcements.
Yeah.
What was the I forget the names of the second Tokyo Ghoul statue you have coming out?
It's Toka versus Tsukiyama. She is the girlfriend of Kaneki, and yeah. And let me tell you something about it. And that's again, guys, you are pulling lots of information from me today. Yeah, so I have to be careful. I have to be careful. This is gonna be a little bit different approach than the first statue of Kaneki versus Yamori. It will be like more of the elegant side of it. You will see elegance because these two characters are a bit sophisticated, especially Tsukiyama. He's narcissistic, and you can feel that in the statue. I think it will be highly appreciated from the fans and collectors. Again, it's like gonna have the changeable busts, so they can complete their collection as well.
Wow, that's gonna be cool.
We got like over 50 people in the chat now. For those of you who have just joined in, we're talking to Shanab from Figurama about all of the cool stuff that they're bringing out to us. He just revealed a couple of things, so some pretty exciting stuff. So thanks for joining us, guys.
Yeah.
So
I like just want to show you like one more thing. As all of you know, like we are about to ship our Trigon statue. Is the special 20th anniversary.
Nice. I was actually about to ask that question. That was my next one. I was looking at.
Stop twisting the man's arm.
Oh, that looks
this
good.
is gonna be the golden emblem or a badge that's like gonna come with a statue.
Oh, it's pretty dope.
It's very high quality. It's pretty thick and heavy, so you can put it there next to a statue, and it is a statement. It also comes with the, like let's say, with copyrights and the logos in the back as well.
Man, that's fantastic.
We got some people in the chat wanting to know about Attack on Titan. Is that something you can talk about or not really?
Yeah, I can talk about with limits.
Okay.
Look, Attack on Titan, it's gonna be our biggest piece ever. It's Titans, so it like has to be. Caleb's, he like did it again, and actually it was exact same team as Devilman, exact same team of the nominated for the Devilman versus Amon statue of the year. It's like Caleb, Gerald, and Hill Painter again. They are gonna see in Wonder Festival an amazing piece. It's gonna be so detailed. Look, they're going to be blown away. That's all what I can say about it. It's massive, and even the coloration that we are using is so special that gonna reflect the fibers and all of the like let's say the monstrous hidden details in these Titans. So again, that's gonna be open for a pre-order in Q1 2019.
So what we're saying, people, is 2 months. You gotta be patient for 2 more months.
Yeah, patient to like and also to like save some money for it actually.
Yeah, then you can just yell at you can just yell at him and be like, "Shut up and take my money."
No, you guys missed
We hear that all the time, man.
Save some money for
It's
that.
funny.
And he said it's the largest one they've ever done. Yeah. Helsing Elicord. When is that planned to ship? I have that on pre-order. Wondering when that's going to ship.
Yeah, that's a good question. Actually,
for you, Calvin, never.
No, don't say that. Actually, Helsing Alucard, it's one of our most complex pieces. Like when it comes to details.
Yeah, it was.
It's like over 67 bats and the eyes in there, and it's too much into like details. And we did some changes for the faces, which all of you know, to enhance the face. So it is a challenging piece that we are doing our best to finish, but we like don't want to rush it because like if we are gonna rush such a complex piece, it's like gonna affect the final end, like the end product. So we are taking our time in like Alucard to like really master it. And let me tell you something, from Tokyo Ghoul onward, our deadlines or like the release dates are more accurate because we like learned the whole process from the start to end. You see, like with the shipping and everything. So with Tokyo Ghoul, expect some early shippings even. So like that's it's something that we are working like hard to achieve. So yeah, Alucard, it's going to be next year. Like when exactly, it's something that we will decide in Q1 in 2019. We will announce like when it will be the exact shipping date for Alucard.
All right.
Cool. Yeah, looks like some people asking about.
I got a question about well, one that I'm highly anticipated for is Kenshin.
There you go.
From
Yes.
Samurai X, which is one of the guys that I've been wanting to
Yes.
see. So, any ideas on when we're going to get a glimpse, maybe, or something?
Wonder Festival.
Wonder Festival.
I think like this Wonder Festival gonna be full of rich content. Let's say.
Oh, I was waiting for you to be like, oh, look, here's the head for it right now.
Oh, Seth, come on.
You guys are twisting my arm. I don't want to give all the goods.
You are too greedy, man. No. It's again, we have assigned Keita Okada. Look, we have broadened our collaboration with Keita Okada because of the elements that he can add to such an anime, and especially it's very Japanese samurai traditional somehow. This piece, it's like I would say it's like going to be a bit different composition than the other statues that we have, and it's something that again we will reveal it in Wonder Festival. At least like you will see like what we are working on, definitely.
That should be awesome.
Yeah,
very cool.
I don't think you can talk about this yet, but I know some people were asking if for Attack on Titan, who do you think or I guess who is it being based on? But I don't think you can talk about that yet. Correct?
Like what do you mean? The characters?
Yeah, they were asking who's the piece centered around. Like, are you able to tell us anything about that, or?
Yeah, we have already announced actually in Thailand exhibition or event that it will be between Eren and Armored Titan.
Nice.
And these two characters, they are so rich in details. Armored Titan, he is like more of the fibers, plates. Eren, he is like more of the organic kind of look and skin. So like it's an amazing composition and contrast between the both of them. Yeah, that's going to be a great piece. And let me tell you, I think Devilman Collectors, they really fit this demographic, as it's a big monstrous piece with so like much dark energy in it, I would say.
You know what I would love to see one of these days? I'm a big Dragon Ball Z fan. And I know there's a lot of Dragon Ball Zs out there, but like with you, you guys make a lot of your dioramas, so I would like to see a nice diorama piece. That would be awesome.
That's a good point, John. Actually, we got lots of requests about that, and it's a license that we all respect. We look up for. We grew up with Dragon Ball. I mean. But again, as I mentioned in the beginning, that we don't want to take such a license from the beginning because we wanted to prove a point. So let's see, the market is open. That's why we love love capitalism. It's all about competition. So let's see. Yeah, let's see. Our choices are open, and who knows? Yeah.
Well, I don't personally have any complaints on what you're doing. So that works.
Stay tuned to this episode of Figurama. Ha
So I got a question. So earlier this past year, in February, we got to see the Alucard statue for the first time, the Helsing statue, and there was a lot of questions surrounding the scale of it. That was all the talk initially. So there was a little bit of bad communication going around, but what did you guys learn from that experience? And how are you guys working to improve the customer service at Figurama?
That's a very good point. Thank you, George. Look, actually, John have mentioned a good point before that we went online. There's a focuses in the company or in the manufacturer that they focus on in the early stages. Our main focus, we're on the design and in the product as a quality. We have left some important stages of the journey, which is let's say the customer service and let's say the shipping and so on. But since that time, and we have improved a lot. We have had more people on board to let's say close the circle, and we are not there yet. We will still improve in 2019. To complete the circle and to give a complete customer experience. That's what we are looking for, and we are always aiming for the win-win-win. That all of us get to win here, and we will definitely the fans, the Figurama is gonna see a change in 2019 in the whole buying and supporting experience with Figurama collectors. And that's a promise.
You should hire me, man. You should hire me to help you with your customer service department. I'm so big on that.
Welcome, man. Welcome aboard.
All right.
They need friendly people there, bro. Customer service are being friendly.
He still and promote himself. That's amazing.
Last time I checked, I'm a huge people person.
Amazing. We love.
That's so funny.
That's hilarious. I'm so looking forward to that Trigun statue.
I can answer the phone right now. Figurama, what do you want?
What do you want, Dragon Ball Z?
What do you want? What's your problem? My wing broke. I don't care. Super glue. Goodbye.
Shanab's failed the interview.
Nailed it.
That's nice. That's it. Passed.
Yeah.
Oh man, we got Charles Carosa in the house. What's up, Charles?
Charles.
Awesome, man. We got 49 people in the chat now.
So 52, bro.
Good. Oh, I'm got a delay on my phone. I'm having all kinds of technical difficulties right now, but we're working through it.
You talk about my internet.
Would it be a typical MC production if there wasn't?
If there wasn't, yeah. So we're gonna keep this going for a little bit. If you got any questions in the chat, obviously chime in. We're going to ask as many questions as we can, and Shanab's going to do his best to answer your questions. And if you can't answer your questions, he'll tell you, stay tuned.
I mention a point, George.
Go ahead.
For that. Actually, I just want to tell the fans and Figuramans that we really do listen to their requests. They have inspired us into the upcoming, let's say, some of the upcoming license. So we really appreciate their interactions, their comments, and their genuine requests into our hub, or even by emails, by requesting a specific license, because believe me, we really do consider that, and they're gonna see it in the next year actually. Because all of us, we have watched these animes, but for them to remind us with a specific anime that we might forget about because it's obscure or it's a bit old, that's an amazing thing, and we really do appreciate. Let's say for Rurouni Kenshin, it was a request done by a couple of collectors, Figurama customers, that they have continuously urging for that. So it really brought us back into the memory. See, we will when we sit down, it take us you say back in the time into all of this passion about when we used to watch it, and then we take a gin let's do it then. Yeah, so we really appreciate their time and effort into suggestion and participating into our community.
One of the things that a lot of collectors are concerned about or care about are edition sizes. How do you guys determine the edition size of a piece that you put out?
Okay. Actually, there is two sections here. You know, like I say, the like first part of it, it depends on the license itself. Like, you know, some license we really like want to keep it like minimal, and you know, to be like, let's say, like more unique and more as a niche. You know, like because you know, like what we do most of the time is that we like cater for this like niche market. So in like our elite exclusive line, we keep it as minimal as like possible. I think it like won't go over 500 pieces. So 200 to 500 is the elite exclusive line. So like when we go like more of the newer license or the elite fandom, let's say, it shouldn't be like a newer, but the elite fandom series, it like can reach up to 800 pieces. And that's also, you know, like it's like based on the price point and on the demand, of course, but mainly like how we want to make this item or statue, you know, like to add to the uniqueness of it. So these are the two factors, either the line and the license itself.
So we got people in the chat asking if you would ever consider trying to get your hands on like Neon Genesis or Gundam, or even maybe even some type of gaming licenses.
Okay, look, for the robots and mecha in general, it's something very, very interesting, and we haven't touched that yet, but it's definitely in the pipeline that it's something that we would love to tackle, and to make a point that we can tackle the mechas or even the games. You see, that's something. It's a very good point, and we are definitely open for that. So they like just to like they have to like make us hear their voice requests, like what they would love to see, and we'll like definitely we will like go after the license that we feel it's suitable for Figurama collectors, and it will cater to our fans, I would say.
So make sure to join the hub and share your opinions, and they listen. That's what he's saying here, people. Join the hub and they listen.
Absolutely, and we are having a beautiful community. It's like very peaceful. It's like based on taste and respect, and that's what we love the most, and we cherish about it.
Got it. Were you working on an Akira license at some point?
John, you are you know.
I'm asking all the good ones.
Like you are deep, man. No, like
just say stay tuned. What I say? Stay tuned. If I ask something that's
no, like actually, like that pinched me in the heart. Actually, you know, like Akira is my absolutely favorite anime ever. Let's say, and it's a pretty hard license, I would say. But believe me, if we got that, we will like make the whole world hear about it and know about it. That's gonna be a masterpiece. But like, let's see, who knows?
That'll be awesome. That'll be awesome.
I don't think he answered your question, though.
That's a good way to answer it, though.
He said, I don't got it, bro.
Yeah.
Got it.
I want to.
He's like, I read the lines, man. Me and Shanab are like this.
All
I between the
knows
lines.
that it's his favorite anime of all times, and he's a collector, and he wants to see things done. So,
Yeah.
Right?
So it means he's going to put his effort to possibly get it.
Hopefully, just pray for us, guys. Yeah.
That would be cool, man.
Ninja Scroll would be one for me. That's one that I would love to see get done.
Akira would be one for me. That would be.
Akira's yours also?
Yeah.
Sure.
I would like to see a Death
like
Note.
it to be a quarter or a six? Like, let's say if we ever take it. I mean, how you imagine it, Calvin?
What did you say?
A quarter or a
six
six?
scale.
It depends, because if it's going to be a diorama, I mean, that's just huge. That the size matters. I would love to have one as big as possible, but room is not.
Yeah.
You know,
See,
I think that I'm with you on that, Calvin. I think that once you start going into the realm of having more than one piece in the whole composition, or if you're doing like a motorcycle scene or something like that where it can get very big, then a 6 scale I think works just fine. You know?
I think 6 scales is great for dioramas like this. I mean, because they take up the same footprint of a quarter scale or a third scale sometimes.
Yeah.
So definitely.
Yeah.
Great. That's a good point. We get the collectors that they are requesting like more of a quarter anime, which is just, it's something that we are considering. But you have to know it's a bit challenging if we like put it into a dynamic diorama, especially if it's a fight scene, to have it in a quarter. We like don't want to add to the shipping cost for them because it's like a huge massive. So like we are doing our best to like find the best balance actually.
If we were talking a gaming character, I would love to see that Borderlands, those Borderlands characters.
Based on our conversation earlier, I think he's more interested in God of War.
Yeah, I would be more interested in seeing a God of War piece from Figurama than Borderlands.
You are shocked, man. Like you have been analyzing me since the beginning of So actually, Borderlands, it's a game that I played back in the days, yeah. But I would say as Figurama style, I think God of War like suits it better.
Yeah, I agree.
So Shanab, we actually got some people in the chat that want you to yell out "Pop Gods."
Why?
Because that's what we do here. So can you yell it out? Can you go "Pop Gods"?
Nobody can do it
yell
like
it out,
you.
man.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
sure,
go ahead. Go for it. Go for it.
Pop Gods!
That sounded just like Seth.
Nailed it.
Sounded just like
Seth. I think. Oh, hey, Calvin, you missed it. He even gave Seth a new name, bro. It's Chef from now on, bro.
Yeah.
He call him Seth no more.
The voice wasn't good, so I like misheard his name. So,
Yeah.
but I think that he's like happy for that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So what character? I mean, if you were gonna do God of War, right? If you were gonna, so like Shanab, if you could get a God of War license or any of these other licenses that you like, what would be the character that you would do? Because obviously a lot of these licenses have multiple characters.
Yeah. Look, like if you're talking about God of War, it's like gonna be Kratos versus somebody else for sure. You see, like because. We are done seeing him as solo or whatever. So I think Kratos in a solo in a duo fight, that's gonna be an amazing piece. Versus who? It's something that we got to think about if we get the license. Yeah.
No, you said that is going to be an amazing piece.
No, like, but believe me, no, we like don't have it yet. I like really hope it's yeah.
I'm just as me wishful thinking. I'm giving you a hard time here.
Okay, a very hard time, man.
That's me wishful thinking.
If you got the Akira though, you would have to do
actually for Tokyo Ghoul fans or who like bought Kaneki versus Yamori piece that we have done the final LED lighting in the base as we promised. Like one of the lights are gonna be a flickering light, as it's like a short circuit to add more to the urban feel to the diorama. And I think George can show you this video, the like short video that I have sent.
So I'll be honest. Right now, I'm having a little bit of an issue with the playback on the video right now. So I'm kind of locked on you right now, Shanab. I have no.
Shall I show it through my phone?
You can show it from your phone. Yeah, you can do it from that, and they'll be able to see it.
Okay, like just let me know if that's.
Yeah, that's clear.
Okay, it's like gonna turn now.
Wow, look at you coming through in the clutch.
I know. I appreciate it. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I said, I think I bit off a little bit more I can chew trying to run this through Skype the way I'm doing it right now. I have to try to play this out a little bit better.
So, like you see, the like short circuit, it's like very urban, and that we could do all of them still. You see, and believe me, it's like more costly or challenging also to like get that Flickr program. Right. But actually, we like wanted to like get the like to like this extra. Mile, and this is the 5th trial actually to like get it to this detail, and I think it's something that the collectors who like ever bought it are like gonna appreciate it in real life.
Yeah, That looks really cool, man.
That looks great, man. That looks awesome.
Everyone like a nice face.
Back, George.
Say that again.
I got your back, George, because of the thing.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I didn't expect the screen to lock the way that it did, so I'm kind of as long as the video is playing, I'm like, I won't stop it right now.
Sure, that's fine.
Hey, he's the star anyway, right?
Exactly.
So
come on.
So Mike is asking. He says,
says
in your okay. So Mike in the chat is asking. He says, in your dios, do you generally do scenes from the anime or your own interpretation?
We do both actually, but mostly it's like our own interpretation. To do a scene out of the anime, that's the easiest thing, and anybody can do it. And that's not the reason why we have one of the most skilled concept artists in the market. You see, we have them on board to think creatively about the composition and the scene. You see, we don't just copy exactly what's in there. So we let's say recreate the scene in our own way that reflects the character's values. Let's say in Kaneki versus Yamori, you saw how they were fighting in that way. They don't get to that composition, I think, in the anime itself. So that way, it was the most depicting way to both characters. Kaneki, as he's having the upper hand, once he's awakened, you see, and he got all of his powers out. The ghoul inside him came. And revenge from Yamori. So that composition is more it's metaphorical, and we love the metaphorical approach into our composition. And also in the Easter eggs, we make sure to throw some magic and mystery here and there in the dioramas, that the more that you look at it, the more that you are gonna find out new elements.
Wow, Spiritual W Gaming has a really great question. With the cons and things that happened in the U.S., New York Comic Con, San Diego Comic Con, are you guys planning to ever do any of those shows?
What do you think, guys? Honestly, we never thought about it. But what do you think? For an anime-focused, let's say, a company.
I would say New York would be the better of the two.
New York, yeah. But in New York, and same thing with you, John, I thought that there was an absence of a presence like that. And I didn't see anything like this represented in New York.
No.
Well, that's because no one does it like Figuramas, bro.
Yeah, I didn't see anything. This would, it would be amazing.
But I will tell you this, Spiritual W Gaming, if they decide to do it, MCE will know about it first.
Sure, that's for sure. So in New York, I think it's sometime around November.
October
is New York.
October, yeah. I'd go to New York to party with Shanab.
Yeah, sure. We will.
I'm a good guy, man.
We'll have.
Me and you, bro. We'll paint downtown red.
Yep, I guess you'll show him how to take a bite out of the apple, right?
Well, that's where I'm from. You know it.
The Big Apple. Yeah. No, actually, we really don't mind. Yeah, and it's something that we would look into, definitely. And thank you for the suggestion.
Spiritual Gaming is also saying there's an anime expo in California that you might want to take a look at also, if you were thinking about.
Okay. Good to know.
So
Spiritual Gaming, if you want to send us or put the actual expo in the comments, we'll pass it along to Shanab as well.
Yep.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah. Thank you.
So it's been about an hour, Shanab. I know you're a busy man, so I want to give you this opportunity. Our show does go on probably for another hour or so, and we're gonna come back to all that. But if you would like to join us for that, you're welcome to. But I know you're a busy guy, so use your opportunity to get out.
Yeah, I think that I will end it here. It's. Right. But let me say something, as an ending. Guys, thank you so much for all what you are doing for the community and the hobby. Honestly, All of you are really dedicated collectors and fans that trying to pay back for the society and the community by enlightening them with the latest updates and putting the effort in your busy day. So really, thank you so much for having me here. Also, it was fun meeting all of you, and I really hope to meet you in real one day. Like hopefully, if we come to New York, we will meet all of you. So really, thank you so much, guys, and we will keep an eye on you always. And it's such a fun show. So keep it up.
Thanks.
No, we appreciate
so
the support. We really appreciate it.
Thank
you,
you.
guys.
All right, guys, we're gonna shut it down for just a minute. We will come back up. Just gonna take and reset the broadcaster so that all of us can be back on screen again. So thanks, guys, for tuning in for this interview. Shanab, thanks again, buddy. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you so much.
All right.
Thanks, Shanab.